So now we're going to set up on the bench using everything that we just stretched out. So the main point here is, remember, the arch doesn't come from down here. It comes from that lumbar flexibility and the ability to extend that thoracic. So I'm going to demonstrate here and do set up on the bench without stretching down here. So you can watch what happens here. It's all in that upper back. And that's what creates that structure. So, set up on the bench down here, do the same thing. And you watch as I come out and bend the bar, you'll see it even set up even more. Come out, bend the bar, and that activates those lats and pulls it up even tighter. Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit of setup and stretching for the bench press. A lot of people think that the arch is something that all comes from the low back, but what we want to do with our arch is create some stability. We really want to get some thoracic extension, scapular retraction, and really just kind of build that up. I'm going to show you where I'm at, just kind of cold this morning. We're going to walk through some stuff. I'm not going to stretch my low back at all. We're going to see where I get to. So, here's kind of where I'm at right now. So what am I getting? 3 or 4 inches off the floor there with my shoulder blades. So there's a specific sequence we're going to work through, and it'll make sense as I start working through it, and I'll explain it. So I'm going to start with opening up the scapula. We start with the scapula because first we want to start. The best way to open up that scapula is actually keep the thoracic locked down. So I'm going to start just doing a little RNT, reactive neuromuscular training, overhead squat. This is stolen from Dr. Snell, myrehabexercises.com. And what we're going to do is, as we're doing this, how we lock down that thoracic, we make sure our belly button or our rib cage are sucked to the back. So we need that in. And if you want more details on this specific exercise, you can go to that website I just talked about. So we're going to get up into an overhead squat position, lock that thoracic in, suck that rib cage in, head back in. Oh, there we go. Just very light tension on this band, and we're going to squat. You should really be feeling that in the back of those shoulder blades. Try to pull that as tight as you can. More. Typically I'll do 20, but I'm going to just do a couple there for the focus of not having this video too long. Okay. Now we're going to continue with scapula. This one is slightly stolen from Kelly Starrett's mobility WOD project. I haven't watched his version for quite a while, but this is where I started doing this one from. But I'm going to do the same thing with locking down the thoracic. So this is why I've got my hips off the ground here. So pop that up, really activate those abs, drive that rib cage to the back so I can really focus on just the scapula. So I'm going to reach up and across and back out. And again, really work back of that back. I'm trying to pull that. Like to do tip per side. You see each one, I'm getting a little bit deeper. And I forgot to set this up on the stage because typically I'll hang off the end, that way I can get more mobility and I can go past the floor, I can do that. Oh, there we go. We're starting to hit the floor again on this one. Again, make sure you're driving that rib cage to the ground. I'm going to stop there. Let's see how much flexibility I can get with just only doing half of the actual routine. So again, we don't have a 20-minute long video. Okay, now we're going to move on to thoracic extension. Before we do that, we're going to loosen up our rib cage so we can get a little bit more extension. This one I'm stealing from my massage therapist, Camille Hook. So we're going to take this rumble roller here,
We're going to hook it up under the rib cage right here. We're going to loosen this up in here to start with. So you're going to get up in here and then just use the weight of that. Again, if you can get this, I'll do it on our stage here so a lot of times. But the floor works fine too. Work that down through those. This rumble roller works great for this because you can really hook that up under that rib cage versus a regular foam roller. But the edge of a foam roller will work if you don't have a rumble roller as well. But the rumble roller is going to be needed for our next one because we're going to start working the intercostals to get those loosened up. And you can go ahead and pause it for a little bit there too. Okay, so now this one we're going to need the rumble roller for because we're going to just basically work across the rib cage here and try to use these to get in between those intercostals on your rib cage. So you want them to kind of dig in between each of those rib cages, ribs. And go ahead and stop that. Okay, so now we're gonna do, we're gonna check my flexibility before finally finishing with a little bit of low back and abdominal stretches and really doing the last little bit on the setup for the bend. See where we're at here. And I'm gonna just lay over this for a little while and start using. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit more flexible than last time. I haven't stretched that low back at all yet. There it is. Shoulders and butt on the floor. Okay. And I didn't do any stretching at all for that low back. So now we're going to finish basically with a basic Superman stretch. We're going to focus on a couple things on this. So we're going to push back into position here. Okay. I like to really activate those abdominals. I like to take my feet, just kind of drive them into the ground, and then light up those abs to get a good stretch on those. And once you get pushed back as far as you can, you want to get into bench position. So shoulders down and into the back of my side. So you can see my external rotation, push in there a little bit more. And when you think you've got everything all the way there, you're going to take your muscles, your back muscles, and try to pull up higher. In the bench, you don't get to, you got to work against gravity. So you want to be able to blow this up. Oh, okay. See nice. Coming up a little bit higher. Stretching those abs out. Driving those feet into the ground. Stretch those abs even more. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's here to go. So now we're going to set up on the bench using everything that we just stretched out. So the main point here is, remember, the arch doesn't come from down here. It comes from that lumbar flexibility and the ability to extend that thoracic. So I'm going to demonstrate here and set up on the bench without stretching down here. See, watch what happens here. It's all in that upper back. And that's what creates that structure. So, set up on the bench down here, do the same thing. And you watch as I come out and bend the bar, you'll see it even set up even more. Come out, bend the bar, and that activates those lats and pulls it up even tighter.